Hey, I did bring you something because I thought Bill's going to want to talk about football, so I got you a little cookie today.
I know. We were actually, I got to check this out. He got me a cookie because he knows that I bake.
No, that's that thing too. Yeah.
Oh, it's the shape of a little football. Mike, we got to get a picture of this. I got to tell you, this is the most adorable thing another man has ever got me. That's hilarious. Are you a big football fan?
No.
No,
that's why I brought you the cookie because I thought, and I actually broached the subject. I go, I'm a Green Bay fan. Jesus, people in Texas hear this. I like Green Bay because they're owned by the people of Green Bay. I love that idea.
That's a great answer.
I love that.
That's a great answer, though.
I love that. It's not the billionaire that goes, I'm going to buy my own team or whatever. That's fine too, but I love that. I ate breakfast there one morning, and the fry cook's like, yeah, I own like a share. I was like, right on, man. He goes, I'm rooting for him. I'm going, I love that.
But how does that work? He owns a share, but it's not like they call him up and be like, how much money should we give Aaron Rodgers?
I don't know.
My one share says this.
I don't know. But so I thought, you might want to talk about football. And, I love a good football game as much as anybody. But I was at Starbucks, and I looked down and I saw the football cookie and went, that's for Bill Burr. I'm going to get him a cookie.
See that? You're always going with your gut. This is ridiculous, man. I can't believe that you're doing my podcast, and here you brought me a cookie, and then you brought me, last time I saw you when you were playing the Greek, Kenny Wayne Shepherd, I brought you my Carnegie Hall album, which you guys played, right? Back in the day, you guys bought the mariachi suits.
Yeah.
See, I know a little bit about your band.
Yeah, I think I'm going to give them that suit to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame because we just got inducted. We're going, Stevie Ray Vaughan and Double Trouble are being inducted this year. And they called about some stuff. I was thinking about that. I can get that suit that I had made for
Jesus, that took them long enough, huh?
I don't know. You know what? We stopped doing what we were doing 25 years ago, and then somebody's like, hey, guess what? I go, the people did it. The people who vote in the general public gave us 18.5 million votes.
Have you talked to Tommy? Do you guys think you guys going to play when you
Yeah, we're going to play.
Who are you going to get to sit in?
That's a secret. No, we don't know. We're still kind of sorting all that out. We don't know exactly.
Well,
Seriously,
God knows you guys had the respect of everybody, so I would think that all the usual suspects that you guys played for and then some.
There's some suspicious people out there. Hey,
Buddy,
I got that.
Jimmy.
Yes. Yeah.
Eric.
Well, there's all, we know all these people, and so
and then I would think there's all these younger players.
Yeah,
that would want to. John Mayer and those guys would want to come. You would think just a testament to the music that you guys put out. They would all want to play with you. So what do I got here? So I was just mentioning that I gave you my on vinyl my album from Carnegie Hall. Now you brought me Stevie Ray Vaughan and Double Trouble, Texas Hurricane. This looks like there's like 10 records in here.
You know what? Let me tell you why
set.
Let me tell you why that's so big. It's funny because I saw that sitting in my studio, and you gave me that vinyl. I went, I'm going to take that to him because of what we talked about, and that right there is a 200-gram vinyl of the definitive box set. Those are 45 RPM discs. So it doesn't get any better than that. Unless you were in the studio.
Wait, they're all 45s?
No, it's a regular 12-inch like an album, but it spins at 45 RPM. That's why there's so many discs in there.
Oh my God! Now, so what does that do? Does that make the sound quality even better?
Yeah, it's better than 33 1/3.
I love this technical shit because I don't know any of that.
No, you know what?
Awesome.
You put that on your stereo, and whatever you liked about our music, there's no way that it can sound any better than what's in that box, and that's for sale. I mean, we just came out with that. You can get those where you can buy vinyl or acoustic sounds in Salina, Kansas. You can get this box set in 33 1/3 or 45 RPM. The 45 RPM is like the cream of the crop.
All right, so I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that this is going to be a collector's item at some point. I can't believe that you gave this to me, man. All I gave you was
I didn't pay much for it. Only blood, sweat, and tears.
What did I do? I gave you a bunch of shit and dick jokes on a record.
Hey man, believe me. Hey, when I was younger,
an exquisite sound, by the way.
I wanted to be a comedian when I was a kid. I wanted to be a comedian.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah. People said, "Well, you're already a smart ass. Maybe you can actually say something intelligent and turn that into real comedy."
There you go. Who did you like when you were growing up? Let's talk comedy here, Chris.
Well, I liked Richard Pryor. Loved Jonathan Winters.
Did you ever get to see Pryor in concert?
No, I didn't.
Did you see Jonathan Winters?
No, I saw him on TV and the tapes and whatnot.
Oh,
George Carlin. George Carlin was like heavy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was probably the most, and I don't know, I'm trying to think of anybody that was more prolific as far as that did stand-up. Like all these guys now who are just putting out special. I mean, I'm trying to do it too, is that's all, he was the one that showed that was possible, that every 2-3 years, you know, you could, I don't know, I mean, you can't come up with an hour like his, but I mean, it was possible to have at least an hour that was special worthy, that was worthy of being recorded. I don't know, man. Like that guy for me was, you know, for me it was Pryor, Carlin, Cosby, Kinnison, and then all those older guys that I watched with my dad, Foster Brooks, you know, Martin and Lewis, and
Shecky Green. I like Shecky.
You know who I love that I stumbled upon over the Christmas break? You ever seen It's a Mad World?
Yes, a long time ago.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite movies, and every once in a while, I got to own that thing. For some reason, I don't own it, and I watched it, and there's a guy in there, this comedian, Dick Shawn. Dick Shawn plays the guy that he thinks somebody's doing something bad to his mother, and he's driving. He's trying to catch Milton Berle.
Yeah,
and there's a clip of him that just when he's dancing with this woman, and just the over the top emotion of him. And I watched some of his stand up, and he was really kind of ahead of his time with like the physicality, the repeating, and like the cadence, the way he performed his stuff. And it kind of, from what I was able to read up on the guy, he was like a comics comic, never quite hit the mainstream, and had a really crazy, when he died, he actually died on stage doing a gig down one of the colleges down in San Diego. And he's literally on stage, and, you know, he was doing a bunch of physical stuff, making people laugh. And then he had a heart attack, did like a face plant, and he's just lying there, and people for like 3 minutes thought it was part of the act.
That sounds like a drummer death. Seriously.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. A number of drummers have died on stage.
You think there's a reason for that?
I don't know. I mean, got shot, you know. I know
who got shot on stage?
Al Jackson?
He got shot on stage?
No.
I thought he got shot.
No.
Oh, sorry. Uh-oh.
Now I'm confused.
He's going into the memory banks.
No, there's nothing there.
You sound like me right now.
No, I'm serious. I go, who got shot and who just died of a heart attack? A guy in Canada played with a friend of mine. He died in the middle of the show. He turned around and he said, hey, come on, man, pick up the beat. And the guy kept slowing down. All of a sudden, everything came crashing down. The guy like just died.
Oh, God. Was he a big guy?
Yeah, he was a big guy, but he fell into the drum kit and it hit the guy in the back of the legs. And all of a sudden, there was no music. I don't remember who got shot on stage.
Well, the comedian in me loves that death. Like you go out on a laugh. No. You do go out on a laugh. It's something, you know. It's an age. Falling into a drum kit's always funny, I guess, unless you don't get back up. But I don't know why I spun it in that direction. But basically, the guy was laying there, and people were yelling out, you know, take his wallet, thinking he was just joking. The guy was literally dying right in front of him. So, all right, so I slogged you through all your old stuff. You were a sport about it. What do you got? You got the Stephen Still thing coming up. But where can people see you live? The man that knows an endless way to play a shuffle. You know what? I should have had that ready. I didn't know you'd ask that. I'm going to be doing. You know what's funny? All great artists never know where they're going to be. They're the worst promoters ever. It's a good excuse. If you were a hack coming in here, and I swear to God, you'd have it all. You would have handed me a one sheet of all the bullet points that you wanted to hit. I'm telling you. Well, look, I'm bulleted out. Do you have an idea of when you're touring again? Yeah, well, actually, I'm going to do a few shows in early February out here with Kenny Wayne Shepherd. Oh, okay. We're going to be in the L.A. area. I think we're doing Agora. Okay. The Canyon Club. We're doing. Hey, who is that? Who is that keyboard player? Burt Young. What? He looked like Burt Young. God, that was hilarious. Somebody called me up and I listened to that and I was like, his name is Riley Osborne. Riley Osborne. That's the greatest keyboard player I ever saw, man. He's awesome. I call him the Humphrey Bogart of piano. I mean, he's like, yeah, who said that about me? I said, Bill Burr. He goes, who the fuck's that? I go, he's a comedian. He goes, Burt Young. He goes, yeah, I guess I kind of do look like him. Oh, God, I already pissed the guy off. No, he's pissed off anyway, so it's okay. What I love was when it was his time to take a solo, just how he just went in so many different, just effortlessly. It just, I don't know, just watching you, one of my favorite things, not only to watch a great musician, is that extra added that he makes it look like they're not even trying. And I was watching you, the way you were playing the shuffle and just the whole thing that you were doing, like just always been transfixed. Some of the stuff that I loved, wish I could hear you play more, is like some of the jazz drumming you did on Stang Swang and that type of thing. Is like you really had, and what was great about that was all the licks that you had, knowing that you had those in the bag, but you played for the song. On a lot of those other ones, we just played straight and sit back and let Stevie, run with it. It was, I don't know, I've just tremendous amount of respect for you. As a musician, and now as I'm starting to get to know you, obviously, as a person. And I'm hoping that I'm going to be able to get out to Austin this year. I might be going out there in March for South by Southwest to promote the All Things Comedy Network here. And if you're around, if you'd like to come out to the show, come on down. The only stipulation is you got to bring your Shelby. I want to see it.
Okay, that can be arranged.
Can that be done? All right, everybody. Monday Morning Podcast with special guests, legendary drummer Chris Layton. Thank you for listening. Go fuck yourselves. I will talk to you next time. All right. Hey, you didn't go anywhere, did you? I'm still here with Chris Layton. I forgot to bring something. This is the first Monday Morning Podcast epilogue, just like the old streets of San Francisco. You also brought me a jar of lard, pure pork leaf lard. Keep refrigerated. What is this? What is behind this?
I brought it to you because I saw your pie crust.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. and the trick, the old school trick, the trick of pastry, and and I've done this a couple of times, but this is a chef's deal. You take butter and mix that in with it when you make your pie crust. And you can fry fried chicken in it or whatever. It's awesome.
And this is called DAI, Day Do.
It's Dai Due. It's a group in Austin of chefs and stuff who process.
Dai Due, or as I say, Day Do. DAIDUE. I'm such a moron. Butcher Shop and Supper Club. And let me give them a shout out here. 2406 Manor Road, Austin, Texas. And it's diadu.com, so people could actually order some of their lard.
Yeah.
This is highly recommended.
Highly recommended.
Highly recommended lard. I got a tour of Australia coming up, but when I get back, I'm going to keep this refrigerated, and I'll definitely, I'll give it a shot. No, I'm all about the butter and lard thing. All right, there you go. A little more information. Diadu, Butcher Shop, and Supper Club. Jesus Christ, next time I see you, I got to bring you a little gift bag of some stuff. I'll figure out what the hell you're into. All right, once again, Chris Layton, everybody. Thank you for listening.
Thanks, Bill.
Bye.